Hi Capricorn, welcome into your mid-month reading for the month of December 2022. I do want to thank you so much for joining me, for your presence, but I also want to thank you in advance for hitting that like button, leaving me a comment, if not several down below, and subscribing to this channel if you haven't joined this Capricorn tribe already. But we will keep this specific mid-month reading general, so we'll keep it open to see what Spirit feels needs to come through for you the most. And then we will shift on over to complete your mid-month money and career read, which will be the first link in the description box below on Patreon. So I hope to see you over there as well. But we're going to begin by talking about your overall energy from the Light Seers Tarot, but then we're going to pull from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Now, I did get this in the last attempt to complete your reading, the Wheel of Fortune being your overall energy for the remainder of this year. And I do feel like if it's not just one wheel turning for you, it's lots of results taking place, things working in your favor. A lot of your, if not all of your past efforts towards seeing something grow or succeed, accomplish what you need to, acquire what feels most important to you, or just even what you desire. It's as if the wheels are just churning for you in your favor, okay? And they're also saying the wheels of your mind are churning to your advantage. Just don't let yourself overthink. That's a brief reminder in the remainder of this month. Okay, let's do some shuffling. I'm not surprised to see this at the bottom of the deck. Okay, a fearless, kind of bold way about your energy, your presence. Okay, people seeing you in this light. I wouldn't be surprised as well if you were feeling at least most of the remainder of the year quite overly serious. Gathering with friends and or family members will be quite refreshing for you. A sense of laughter taking place, but then memories will come up in stories or just come to be reflected upon. So don't let that take you away from all that you have to look forward to. Interesting. But I just feel like even though you're coming off fearless, there is certain fears within you're not speaking upon. Okay. But they're saying let the abundance reign on in. In the first several attempts, we had the Buffalo Spirit come out in this deck, which talks all about the universe providing you abundance. But I felt the need to reshuffle and do it again. You could be experiencing an in-between stage of your life, a stepping stone, if you will. Look at that. The miracles are endless. This feels right, okay? You need to trust how you feel about certain connections, situations. You could be reevaluating as to when it comes to who and what to take with you moving into the new year, okay? Again, I feel like there's the potential to, at a certain point or certain points in the next couple weeks, to be thinking back to all that took place for the good and the bad in 2022, and Spirit's saying, let's wrap this year up with a bow, okay? Let's wrap it up with a very on a positive note, okay? But one of the main messages that came out in this, the last attempt, which I almost fully finished, was it's going to be a jam-packed, busy ending to your year. You're going to accomplish a lot, whether you expect to or not, okay? It's this feeling that when you check something off your to-do list or you accomplish what you need to at hand, the next thing, something else new pops up or gets added to your list, right? But Spirit's saying this could make you some money for some. But I just feel like you're going to be pushed to stop and smell the roses at a certain point, to remember you're not an Energizer bunny, okay? Even though you do have a lot to accomplish, Spirit needs you, or is pushing you to remember that stopping helps you, one, go through some necessary healing, right? Take care of your own well-being. And you may just miss something if you keep rushing forward or keep oneself so busy to the point of, they're saying, exhaustion, okay? You may find that there's a detail or multiple or just something that you would have missed if you kept moving forward at the speed of lightning, okay? Hearing you're only one person. You're only one person. For Capricorn. I feel like I said that weird. There is always enough. I feel like this, for some Capricorns drawn to the reading, is pertaining to your money, okay? There's always enough flowing in. It's this reminder from the universe, even from your spirit guides, that when you spend money, it's that flow, right? You'll be replenished tenfold, okay? I feel like you're going to be reminded that you're meant to have a financially comfortable future. But I also feel like this goes for your valuable time, okay? And resources. It's this feeling that you just have such a busy schedule, at least most of the second half of this month, that you, it's this reminder, excuse me, as I blinked out for a second, that if it's something that you should be prioritizing, if it means enough to you, if it's plopped on the top of your priority list, then there's enough time for it. Period. I also feel like this goes for certain other people that you may desire time to connect with, right? And if they want to make time, they will. That's a reminder as well, okay? Take the lead. I feel the need to take this one. I'm getting a very, again, overly serious vibe about your energy and the cards that are coming out. But let's center these, because this is the three main cards. But yeah, I just feel like you're being pushed to take the lead in regards to work, when it comes to your business, when it comes to decision making. I feel like you could be the lead role at work or in your household. I do feel like you kind of naturally do take charge as a Capricorn. Now, in the last attempt as well, one of the main oracle was the dog spirit, talking about being loyal to what you love. And I mean, obviously a Capricorn is naturally a very loyal type of individual, right, on a core level. And I just sense that there's going to be a push to remember what you feel loyal to, or who you feel loyal to, right, and allow for oneself to kind of, in a sense, center things around that. I don't know why that's coming out. What else do we have for Capricorn? Ooh, I just saw the Six of Pentacles. Look at that. Look at that, my friend. A lot of abundance to be noticed, to be acquired. If I didn't say it in this attempt, because I honestly can't remember, there was the message of let the abundance rain on in. Let it rain on in. It's a time to be gifted from the universe for all your hard work. It's a time to be shining in the spotlight to an extent, but then there might be moments where you gain that attention, that spotlight victory, and you're just really not in the mindset or the mood, potentially due to other factors in your life, or just being depleted. You're not really in the mood to be in the spotlight. But I feel as if at least part of the second half of the month, there's a focus on you glowing, okay? A golden opportunity is what I just heard. And this may involve you taking the lead in one way, shape, or form, or at the very least, you're being pushed to in a very golden, confident manner. Take the lead in your own life, okay? What do you want, Capricorn? What do you desire? You may need to take a hot second and sit down, which will be beneficial, right, for more than one reason, and ask oneself some important questions, one of which being, what do I actually want? Okay, and this may push you to make certain other adjustments, reevaluating taking place, okay? But I'm not surprised to see the Emperor here, okay? Taking charge in a very buckling down, mature manner. Spirit's going to push you to remember at a certain point in your own individual way that you are much more mature at this point along your path. Now, isn't that a fact? Okay. And I do feel as if there's a lot of different forms of communication from different spirits, including your guides, but not just them, is what I just heard. Animals, synchronicities. I got feathers in the last attempt for this reading, to remind you we're always here. Okay. We've got your back. And I just feel like this supported vibe is coming through in a spiritual sense, but also in regards to, for some, your family, your loved ones. It could be your relationship. I also feel like an older woman's coming into play. Interesting. But yeah, I do feel like you're depleted. Okay. And so in that regard, or rather due to that, rest, my friend. Take a deep breath. Rest your heart. I just sense that there's some healing that needs to take place in more than one way. Okay. And just because some of you don't want to acknowledge that or relive what you went through doesn't mean the healing doesn't still need to take place. Period. Okay. I'm now hearing somebody did you wrong. Somebody did you wrong. Now, this might rewind back quite far for some of you drawn to this reading, but it may feel as if certain feelings, emotions, unhealed wounds are kind of floating to the surface. But I do feel as if in the midst of the second half of the month, again, you may acquire a key, okay, or be returning one, interesting, but a door is opening for you, okay? In the Four of Swords does talk about protection. I do feel as if the second half of the month does speak upon an immense amount of protection, kind of being reminded to you in regards to your loved ones who matters most to you at the top of your priority list when it comes to connections, but when it comes to spirit. Let's pull one more. What else do we have? the Queen of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Interesting. So I really do feel like in the midst of you feeling quite passionate, at least the majority of the second half of the month and remainder of the year, you're being reminded to protect your inner peace, okay? Because I feel like there are going to be small moments of anxiety or just, depression for some, but putting the negatives aside, you just need to make sure you do what you got to do and then protect your inner peace. The Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I'm not surprised to see this, given I feel like people are noticing you as a very talented individual, for somebody who's going places, people noticing you online if you decide to post anything in that sense. But I just feel like this is coming out for a reason. Victory, my friend, victory. It is a positive end to the year for you, but I just feel like it's going to be key for you to stop again and smell the roses, as I'm being drawn to these flowers, to recognize that the miracles are endless in your life at this time. You're blossoming through everything you accomplish and consider adding on to your situation, but it's okay to stop and heal, and in the midst of which reevaluate how to proceed, okay, or even who and what's coming with you as you move forward towards more success. It's time for you to shine, and you need to make sure your glow is being enhanced and your vibration is staying high, okay? Again, take a deep breath, because it's a very busy end to your year where you're accomplishing a ton once again, but you're victorious. The abundance is raining on you in, and there's a golden opportunity for a lot of you. But at the very least, there's just a level of satisfaction when you look back and think about all you have accomplished, all you've been able to wrap up with a bow, okay? So let's wrap up this year with a bow and recognize that you are a leader at heart, okay? You're one loyal individual, and 2023 holds a lot more abundance for you than you even can begin to realize, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Don't forget to check out the first link down below for your mid-month money and career read, and I'll see you next time.